attacks him and goes deep. He's on the inside, but Hamilton holds it. Alonso's back into fourth place with the two BMWs behind him. One car just flying off the racetrack, but he's back on again, and Massa is leading. Here comes Raikkonen again on Alonso, side by side. The two men who've already won races so far this season, having a great scrap over fourth.
And there's that blue haze again from Hamilton's car at the end of the straight. I'm really bothered about that engine of Lewis Hamilton, and Raikkonen easily the fastest man on the circuit that time around by over 5/10 on his teammate. There's David Coulthard, who is up, I think, to P14 from 21st on the grid.
Look at the chromed helmet of Jarno Trulli. He's following one of the Renaults. Looks like he dived through that. Kovalainen, Trulli taking the place away from Kovalainen then. Under braking.
Kovalainen must have locked a wheel or something. But that's a pass then, isn't it? Because Rosberg was behind Kovalainen. Coulthard pitted, and we're about to see. So Kovalainen going for the inside line to defend. Oh! Bit of contact there. They both scamper off onto the tarmac, and it's Rosberg who gets on the throttle earliest and hardest to take that place. There we go again. Rosberg thinks he's got the turn in. Kovalainen says, "You're not passing me around the outside." A little bump. You're okay if you hit pretty much square on like that. Kovalainen deciding to take back to the track earlier than Rosberg. Rosberg getting the better purchase. And this is a Renault shaping up on a Honda Fisichella versus Barrichello. What are they doing together? The reason for that is that Fisichella has made his pit stop. Barrichello hasn't. That's why they've ended up on the same piece of racetrack at the same time. Webber's fuel flaps open. That destroys the airflow of the rear wing. I think he'll just get out of the way and let David go through, because his race is pretty compromised at the moment, and that's exactly what he does. So Mark Webber then doing the sensible team play, because he's really hurting for rear grip, and they'll be able to do nothing about that till the next stop at best. Put that in a great spot here for some slipstreaming. But it's going to be a job with the same engine to overhaul the works Renault. He'll have to be a Dan Deere when he gets down to turn one, but from there it's a little bit too far back. DC is going to try it, and he's made it. What a mega overtake. Coulthard is on fire this afternoon, and Fisichella, it's one of those where you have to, okay, I'm coming up this, I'll leave it up to you whether you want to have an accident, Giancarlo. And we know the answer. Great move from David Coulthard. Here it is from another angle. It's a long way back. We saw him not much further back than that, tripping over Alex Burts in the Australian Grand Prix. And DC's like, okay, if you're going to be that slow in the braking, and then I'll have a go at you, son. And there you go. Made that move. He's now up into a points. He's up to 7th, in fact. And Fisichella turning left into a right-hand hairpin because there's a Red Bull in the way. What a great move.
Now what's going on here? Heidfeld tucked up behind Fernando Alonso. Is he going to make a Coulthard-esque move? Alonso doesn't encourage it. He goes defensive, makes Heidfeld go around the outside. Remember, turn 4 is an option as well here for passing if you can't make it stick in turns 1 and 2. We saw it in the GP2 race. This is coming up to turn 4 now. Heidfeld again being forced to go the long way around.
And this is personal in Germany. This is Mercedes-Benz versus BMW, and BMW passed. That's a great move again from Nick Heidfeld. We're seeing some supreme driving skills out there on a challenging and slippery offline racetrack. Heidfeld just took to the outside. The grippier line, has to be said, but Alonso just could not hold him off. There we go. This is up to turn 4. It's very slippery where Fernando is now. Nick Heidfeld knows that he's up against a class driver who's not going to run him off the road and put him upside down, tangling wheels. And oh, that's very, very good driving. And he picks up some traction through the exit. Super.
Great wheel-to-wheel action here in Bahrain, as we've seen over the 3 previous Grand Prix here. It is a track you definitely can overtake on, designed by Hermann Tilke. And Mario Tyson, the team principal at BMW Sauber, likes that one. They are definitely in the hunt now. He described that experience as being very intense. He's feeling it again now because Raikkonen is taking 2 or 3 tenths of a second out of him every time. That is a replay of how Trulli got past Fisichella. So action throughout the field, but Hamilton must really be feeling it now. He knows that Raikkonen's coming.
Yeah, we've seen 2 Renaults pass like that. They really are having a difficult afternoon.
Massa. Meanwhile, here's Ralf Schumacher and Rubens Barrichello. Barrichello takes the place. So Barrichello up into 14th.